police speaking days after Carlee Russell admitted to lying about her kidnapping. They said that her decisions created panic. They are charging Carlee Russell with 2 misdemeanors, we now know. Let's bring in trial attorney Mercedes Colwin to discuss this and the charges Carlee now faces. Mercedes, thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, Natasha.
So we are looking at 2 misdemeanor charges. Any surprises here? And what potential penalties is Carlee Russell actually looking at?
Well, it's really unfortunate. You probably heard the frustration that law enforcement had during this press conference. They're obviously frustrated. Their hands are tied. All she can be charged with is false reporting. So that's why they signaled to the legislators that they're going to go forward and ask for an enhancement. For the maximum she could get, misdemeanors are generally less than a year each. So maybe they will give her a little yet less than 2 years as opposed to having it running concurrently. It'll be 2 misdemeanors running consecutively. But without a criminal history, we don't know of any other criminal history. It's unlikely that she may even have any jail time. Where there is teeth to all of this, Natasha, is what you heard law enforcement saying, that they're pursuing some sort of financial restitution for the exhaustive efforts that were taken in order to find her. As you may know, there's only a 2-hour window, generally speaking, when individuals are kidnapped for them to be found alive. That's literally what the national average is for individuals to be found alive. Just 2 hours. That's why so much time and money and resource were spent to find her, because really time was of the critical essence to find her alive.
Yeah, I mean, is there precedence for that, for some sort of restitution for the enormous amount of mobilization and the cost for searching for her?
What a great question. There was, if you can recall, the runaway bride. She was required to pay a substantial sum in restitution for the efforts. Similar circumstances where there had been allegations that she was kidnapped, that she was missing, maybe not kidnapping necessarily, but certainly that she was missing, and the expectation that at least the thought was that she had been kidnapped. And then the runaway bride, I don't remember the exact sum, but it was a significant sum that she was required to pay back. So yes, there's absolute precedent for it. And really, that's the deterrent. When you're just talking about misdemeanors, the real deterrent is that there's a very financial consequence for actions like this taken in the future.
Yeah.
Some individuals would think twice about doing something like this.
And there are so many people, so many members of the public who are outraged over this, and many people as well who donated money to places like Crime Stoppers. I believe it was more than $60,000 donated by members of the public. Is there any hope for them in terms of them getting their money back?
Well, it'll be interesting. I'm not sure how that's a great question. I'm not sure how that works, because if it's a GoFundMe page, maybe there are some disclaimers in GoFundMe. Basically, if you make contributions to GoFundMe, it's taken and that there is no ability to sue for those funds back. But that might be part of the restitution if there can be these individuals coming forward that gave these funds and say that they were victimized by this hoax. They can then say that they were victims of theft and therefore will get restitution that way. There might be some creative folks out there, especially if there's a lot of individuals, and you're exactly right, there are a lot of people that did contribute to try to find her, thinking, of course, that she was kidnapped under these terrible circumstances. So there might be some way of getting another criminal sanctions and then ultimately financial restitution for that.
Yeah, Mercedes, one last question for you very quickly. Sure. Any word on her mental state, why she did that? And as we learn more about those details, could that play any role into this case as it's prosecuted?
Excellent point. Certainly, if she's already admitted that she did this, it could go to the mitigation of, instead of jail time, which, as you said, as early on, that maybe it will be up to 2 years, then she will actually go and be on probation, maybe some adjournment, contemplation of dismissal, something. If her mental health is at play, her defense attorneys will clearly articulate that to the judge, so there will be some mercy given to her at sentencing.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.